Hello. I figured since 2013 is coming to an end, I would just kind of talk about some things that I learned this year. Um, yeah, here we go. I learned that change is okay. I learned that it's a normal part of life and that every day there's going to be something that changes and you're never going to go without it. And it's okay that things change. It doesn't need to scare you. It doesn't need to break you. It's just life and living and moving on, and things are changing, and just because they're changing doesn't mean they're getting worse. So many changes are for the better. I learned that it's okay to love somebody. I learned that not every person you give your heart to breaks it. I learned that you're allowed to trust someone to have those secret parts of you. I learned that you're allowed to break down your walls and you're allowed to let someone see you vulnerable. You're allowed to give somebody everything and not be afraid. And you're allowed to be afraid and give it to them anyways. I learned that things can get better than you ever imagined. I learned that you can love somebody even if you never thought you could again. I learned that you have this endless capacity of strength and love in you. And that even when I doubted, it's still there and it's still growing. I learned that if I work really hard, then I can do better. I got the job I wanted. I improved my grades. I have great friends. I have a guy I want. I learned that if you fight for things, then they happen. And if they don't happen, it's because something better is coming. I learned that you should always smile at people. I learned that a smile can change a stranger's day. I learned that there's more to life than just living and paying bills and going to school and going to work, and there's more out there and there's more to fight for. And I learned that you should challenge yourself to that and challenge yourself to finding new adventures and doing new things, because it's only going to make you better. I learned that things can change in a split second. And my cousin got in a car crash and, was in the ICU fighting for his life a month ago. And now he's in rehab trying to learn to talk and walk and move again. And it just happened one minute, and we got on a plane within an hour, and we're in Texas, and things change really fast. And he shouldn't be 19 fighting for his life, but he was, and he is. And I learned that things do change really fast, and the world isn't waiting for you to make your move. So if you care about someone or if you love somebody, you need to let them know. And you need to learn to forgive, and you need to learn to move on, and you need to embrace all the good and tell people what you're truly thinking, because at the end of the day, you don't know what's going to happen, and they deserve to know how you feel about them, and you deserve to have told them. So I learned that you shouldn't wait for things that need to be said. You should say what you need to say to people. I learned that family is the strongest connection you can have. I never really thought I'd be this close to some of my family members, but I am, and I learned that family is forever. I learned that your friends are amazing people who never give up on you. I learned that you should be writing your feelings, and you should be listening to good songs and going to concerts and buying those shoes that you want. I guess if anything, I learned how precious life was this year, and I don't think I ever really knew that, especially when I was struggling so much. I don't think I ever realized what a gift it is, and I know I talk about that and about how good it can be, but I think in 2013 I learned that it's a really, really beautiful gift, and I don't know why I was blessed to live such a good life, and to be given strength and be given the opportunity to talk to people and to help people, and I don't really know why I was given so much, but that's what I learned this year. I learned life is short and that you should do what you need to do, what you want to do, and you should spread love, and you should spread joy, and you should only do good things. And in 2014, I hope all of you realize that. I hope we can all find things that make us happy. I hope we fight for ourselves. I hope we stand up for everything we believe in. I hope 2014 brings good things. It brings strength. It brings courage. It brings everything that you could need in your life right now. And it's a new year, and I think it's kind of cheesy that everyone's like, oh, and gets drunk and kisses somebody, but if you think about it, it's a really beautiful thing. It's a brand new year that you're coming into, and there's so many possibilities. You have 365 days to change everything. You have every individual day to change yourself and to change the world around you. And I encourage you guys to think of what a blessing that is to have another day, because some people don't. And I love you all a lot, and I hope you have a great new year, and please be safe, and tell people you love them.